plea for understanding tonight from an undocumented immigrant on the west side. He's related to one of the men recently arrested and taken into ICE custody.
Yeah, that's right. He wants his family's backstory known and talked about it exclusively at a park in Price Hill with WLWT News 5's John London.
This undocumented immigrant I spoke with knows desperation. It's what caused him and his brothers to flee their native Guatemala and come to America. He did not want his name used or his face shown.
Does he fear being arrested and deported?
Pero ahorita tiene más miedo de la migra. Yes, more now.
Through an interpreter, Nancy Sullivan, we learned more about his older brother, Noe Walter Diaz Perez. He was one of 3 men arrested by federal agents May 31st at the Warsaw Kroger, where he was getting bags of ice for a soccer tournament.
He's really distressed because he wants to stay here for his sons.
He's one of approximately 300 illegal immigrants held at the Butler County Jail. In the interview, Noe's brother explained how 4 of them came to the U.S. after being threatened. He related how his father was run over by a truck and killed after facing down extortionists while protecting a fertilizer plant. 11 years in this country, the last 5 in Price Hill.
So he's been here, he's married, he has a family, and the truth is he would love to go back. He's enchanted to go back to Guatemala. That's home, but it's too dangerous, so he is afraid to go back.
It's a familiar refrain in this part of Price Hill where Latino businesses are common and welcoming banners line Warsaw Avenue. The Trump administration's hardly the first to carry out large numbers of deportations, but it is pushing to speed the process up on a mass scale. This is a married father of 2, a landscaper who works 10 hours a day, pays taxes, and stays out of trouble.
You know, these are not, no, ustedes no son criminales. These are not criminals. These are not the people the president talks about. These are the backbone.
Immigrant advocates along the Warsaw Business Strip tell us most people don't realize how much undocumented workers contribute to the economy, nor do they dwell on commonalities.
And when he first wakes up, he thanks God for the opportunity to wake up.
He says he wants a better future for his sons and considers them the future of America. Birthright citizenship. In Price Hill, John London, WLWT News 5.
Well, the court date for the man's brother is June 30th. There is another brother being held in Georgia. We're told both overstayed their visas and are at risk of being deported.